No score. We're in the second minute, guys. 73 degrees at Lumen Field in Seattle. Got to take on the Aussies today. USA with turnover.
So it is as expected formation-wise for the United States. Ricardo Pepi's up front.
Controlling the ball early on here, USA. Nothing new from that first game.
Get onto that direct ball. Good pressure here from the U.S. high up early. This is going to be a bit of a scrap, I think, the early stages of this game. Australia, we've talked about
USA controlling in their back here, right at midfield.
First match against Turkey.
Short passes back and forth.
Yet they won 2-0. That shows you
waiting for the right move here to go to middle.
Without the ball. Anthony Robinson, far side of the screen. He's
trying to get it into Balogun, and it's
inside to create some of these midfield rotations
deflected away. It's going to go out of bounds for a throw-in for the United States.
Weston McKennie trying to angle
Tony Popovic,
looking for Flo Balogun. It was
the coach for the Aussies.
And then just miscontrolled on the outside by Nishan Velupillay. Tony Popovic was playing for Australia at the World Cup 20 years ago. He kind of rescued their qualifying campaign. And one of the things he talked about yesterday at the press conference, very similar to an American soccer standpoint. He said, we're trying to put Australia's soccer on the world map. It was great that we won, but now we've got to back it up and do it again. Anthony Robinson. Working on Italiano, who's able to block the cross. It's not going to be a corner. Decision from our referee, Felix Weyer, is it a goal kick?
Damn, Pulisic on the bench right now. That ain't
He's
good.
going to be a really important player today for the United States in the attacking
man,
half of the field.
Pulisic on the bench. How the hell are we going to score?
Pulisic, fitness knock. Would he be in? Would he not? He is out and unavailable for the U.S.
Balogun,
So that
good
means
one
that
touch.
Came into the lineup. You're seeing a little bit of a different look formation-wise, but the big thing for them is having the two center forwards up against the three giant center backs for Australia and trying to create some movement. Here they are combining early.
A foul there and a free kick for Australia. Jenny Taft down on the field. The extent to which you can hear anything we're saying. What more can you add on Christian Pulisic being out here today?
Well, John, Mauricio Pochettino telling me before the match, Christian Pulisic is making good progress.
Unavailable today with the
He's
calf
ready and
injury.
able to be
Wow.
selected soon. Truthfully, he was a little
Guy
sad.
gets injured the first
Everything
World
to try
Cup
to be
game.
available today. I actually saw Christian Pulisic encouraging teammates.
Hey,
before
what's up,
this match.
Jordan?
He's been positive
I
on the
appreciate
bench,
you for stopping by, man.
hugging Ricardo
Happy
Pepi,
Friday.
and offering some words of
Just watching this USA Australia game right now.
Jenny was the first one to bring us that news about an hour and a half before kickoff today. Pulisic took a kick to that calf in practice in the days before the Paraguay game. It tightened up during the first half as he became the USA's all-time leader in World Cup assists. And so that's the question. Who steps up into that absence and lifts the U.S. forward today? See Weston McKennie popping up on the outside.
USA possesses it right out the box, throws it in. Traffic! And it's cleared away. One touch. It's going to be Australia's ball.
Trying to lift it up towards McKennie here, able to bring it down.
Anderson offside.
Gets a cross in instead.
It's our best chance right there.
Mulligan's in the area. Going to fall to Anthony Robinson, and the whistle is gone. Before the shot was taken from Robinson, Felix Weyer spotted a foul in there against the U.S.
But this is a great example of why you play with two strikers. And the running from Weston McKennie today, as it was against Paraguay, be very important because that starts to draw players out of position. But now you've got Balogun attacking the near post, then Pepi coming over his shoulder. So traditionally, the U.S. just play with one. You've got 3 versus 1. This time you've got 3v2, but the movement in there just causes a little bit of chaos, and it almost bounces to Pepi, but a good early look. And the most important thing, when you get into good positions in wide areas, you have to beat first man. McKennie did there, and the U.S. almost finding a way through.
Man, USA gave it right back to Australia, close to the box. Can't have that. Another giveaway.
Under some pressure here. Chris Richards under some pressure. It's another turnover at the back for the U.S. in possession. Great work by Chris Richards, though, to take it away from Velupillay. Pepe broken up by Harry Sutar. Came to the back of Pepe, no foul. Here's two right now, sandwiched by U.S. defenders. Ream comes out of there with the ball. And then Tillman knocks it out for an Australia throw, and the U.S. starting a little frustrated right now.
Yeah, the turnovers will be your worst enemy in a game like this, where Australia, look, we talk about them sitting back deep, but when they feel there's a chance to press and you're facing your own goal, they're going to squeeze the game up, and they force the U.S. into two.
Good hustle, Pepe. That's good hustle, Pepe. I like that.
Opportunities for them to find a way and attack the U.S. goal. So that is something in the middle of the field.
We go Balogun.
Not
sure why he first touched that. There's nobody even close to
the
him.
youngster Patrick Beach, just his fourth ever appearance for Australia at the age of 22, but a monster night in the opener, 8-save shutout. It was promising there for a moment, but it was errant from Balogun for Tillman.
It's like we got a foul on Australia here.
Freeman wins the challenge.
No card.
McKennie is it knocked
Adams
away.
is down right now.
Adams.
I don't think this is going to be a card.
That's a tough tackle there. That was Matthew Leckie, long-time Australian veteran who catches Tyler Adams, and Adams is down hurt.
Oh, he did kick him right in the
He was
leg.
not a starter in the first game, 35 years old. They want to bring his experience into the game. To me, that's a yellow card. Not giving that yellow early. The ball's very clearly gone. He's late catching the left leg of Tyler Adams there. And he's getting a strong talking to, but no card issued on the play.
Tyler Adams there, such a leader.
USA's just got no juice on either side. Dest isn't it, and Anderson isn't it on that left side. They need Pulisic to set things up. If they don't have him out there to create.
The mental side of the game, and he said, more than anything else, we have to compete. We win or we don't win. Okay, we have to compete against Australia. Nice sequence there.
Oh, great 1-2 to Dest! Dest shot! And it's blocked by an Australian defender. Great 1-2.
Dest. McKennie. Great return. Serginho Dest blocked. Burgess got his body in the way. Freeman holds it in.
There's Anderson on that left side. USA backs it out to midfield, just controlling possession right now. Possession about 60-40.
It's not zipping around as much, the ball, as we saw in LA last week.
Because Pulisic isn't on the field.
Early signs, though, the U.S. getting Weston McKennie involved. He's going to be the key in this game. His running will unbalance this Australian defense. You just see he's very intelligent the way he moves off the ball, times his runs, and especially on this right side, the relationship with Dest, as you saw there, the two of them move so well off each other. Here they are again.
Kenny, great first touch, able to recover on the second. In for Pepe, back for Adams. Here's Weston once more.
It's going to be a throw-in to the United States on Australia's side of the field. We're in the 10th minute.
Fort Lewis, his dad, longtime Air Force veteran. It's part of why he lived in Germany.
Getting Christian Pulisic on the
So there's a ton of
bench.
memories to be out, but this is, in one way or another, his hometown.
And it was Dest who starts the play initially. But look at that running from McKennie. That attracts two defenders. And the smart thing that Dest does is he stays on the move, doesn't make him easy to mark.
Here's Balogun. AK-47 in this left foot shot. Goal!
That's something Australia.
Goal! Yeah! Let's go! Come on! USA! 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 Come on, baby! Woo!
It's the United States once again on the board early. Ricardo Pepi was in. Was it perhaps last off the defender?
Let's go.
It's 1-0 U.S.
It's that guy Balogun again. Mama, there goes that man.
Mauricio Pochettino changes the formation, plays with two strikers for
Own goal, baby.
this reason right here. Pepe's
Another own goal.
essentially right
The first goal of the last game for Paraguay was an own goal. Now we got an own goal for Australia. He's trying to clear it over the goal and he hits it in. Balogun just so dangerous, man.
And then the ball's just put in the back of the net by Cameron Burgess. It's an own goal, but Pepe is there waiting for it. Destin made the run to the near post. Can't quite clear it, trying to get his feet set. But it's a great ball in from Flo Balogun that creates that. But putting pressure on this five-man back line, and the U.S. find an early breakthrough once again.
Australia right back on the attack. Jacob Italiano blocked by Anthony Robinson, trying to play Leckie. Ream is there. Tillman can't cleanly escape.
They're Australia now in the USA's box.
Running in, important interception by Adams.
Shot to that left side.
Then trying to get Italiano involved. Crossing in.
It's going to go out of bounds for a USA goal kick. But Flo Balogun creating opportunities.
Just wide. Well, Matt Freese, cement shoes there. Matthew Leckie goes close.
Instant response from Australia. Good movement off the ball. Leckie starts on the far right side and drifts in. There's a lot of U.S.
Now be prepared for Australia to control possession for a little bit.
Richards and lays it off to be hit first time. That's not far away. Outside of the foot, looking for that far post.
Robinson with some pressure from behind there again. Whoever wins this game clinches their spot in the next round. With a game still to go. If it finishes a tie, neither team would clinch.
Turnover.
Scenarios of
USA's got it. It's Balogun.
Game tonight.
Dangerous to Pepe. And it's blocked.
The U.S. could end the night clinching top spot in the group. Not just advancement. Under hit pass there by Burgess. It was his
It's
own
going to be a
goal
corner
to
kick for the United States.
Trying to angle for Dest. That's going to be a U.S. corner.
And it's a credit to the U.S. for how dynamic and, quite frankly, just the athleticism and speed at which they can play with. And
Adams is going to set up for this corner.
First pass forward. Balogun turns, lays it off. Runners everywhere. And Australia really, as they were on rambling to clear the ball, it goes out for a U.S. corner.
Felix Viers.
Yeah, man, my T is messing up at the wrong time. Why is it messes up right when I need it?
So
Damn.
More than likely, the U.S. here will try to hit the back post to try to free guys up. What the conversation is right now about jostling, shirt pulling, tugging. Referees got
Here's the corner for the United States. What's in the box? Hey, it was blocked! Still USA possession. Oh, we got a foul in the box. It's a good header
Tillman swings it in.
by Weston McKennie.
McKennie, it was blocked. And it was a handball against the United States.
The handball for the USA.
And that's what they did. Beat that first man, get over the 6'6" Harry Sutar. And it's Weston McKennie, whose last goal for the U.S. was off a set piece against Belgium. He gets a great look at it there. Hard to see who it was blocked by. It was Boss, comes right off his chest, and then the right hand of McKennie hits it on the way back out. Great block by Boss, because that was going in that far corner.
Again, you see the way the ball's just slowing up a little bit on some of those passes at the back and the way the Australians are chasing it down.
Hey! That should be a foul. Adams got fucked up earlier, and now he gets fucked up again. Why the hell is he on the grass?
Richards is there. And then Adams is chopped down. And this is part of the conversation in this game today. Australia want to make it physical.
Yeah.
They want to make this tough, so how does the referee handle it?
Well, the referee is important, but if we go back to the friendly where the two of these teams played the last time, the man not playing today.
Going for the United States right at midfield.
Mauricio Pochettino not happy
Here's McKennie.
with his own team's reaction. And
oh, he got pushed in the back. Come on, that's a card. Pull the banana out. There you go.
That was laid down to all of the players. And the U.S., I would say, have improved their intensity, their physicality.
Cheap shit right there, man. He raked his eyes as he was going past him. Fucking bullshit. Cheap shot, Jordan bitch.
So when you can't tackle a guy, you got to foul him. And that's what they're doing. McKennie, just contact to the face from Boss there. That's what the yellow card is. But he's just been excellent again.
Looks like we got a set piece on that far right side. We're about, say, about 15 yards away from the box.
As they did against Paraguay, and then from that point, it has been
Looking for Richards on this one and Pepe.
Another chance from a set piece here.
And you've got Tillman and Anthony Robinson getting set over the ball. Is going to push just about everyone up for this.
I'm interested who's going to take
McKennie try to
the left foot of Robinson, which would bend on top
half-ass bicycle kick right there.
I would put pressure on this young goalkeeper straight away here.
Robinson runs away. Tillman sends it in. It's McKennie with a flick. Draws a few oohs from the crowd. But he's a guy that he's coming.
Turnover, USA. Numbers in the box. You're going to send it in. Nobody home. Damn, that was a chance.
Jr. in the stands here today, here in Seattle. And it's not just,
playing really good defense.
It's Australia trying to play out of the back. Tillman into the middle, too far for Balogun. Just the stats, it's the fact that he's played in different positions for his club in Italy, Juventus. He's indispensable to them all over the field. He goes wherever he wants. He makes
18th minute right now.
That was, I
think,
going to
be a foul in the United States.
When we knew Pulisic wasn't going to play, said Weston's got to be the guy today.
And because of the role that he is featured in, that there's a big question. What position is his best position for the United States?
Getting chippy right now between Australia and the United States. McKennie and O'Neal going at it. Talking a little shit back and forth.
Mauricio Pochettino has found the right role for him. They have good structure behind the ball, so he doesn't have to worry as much about the defending, and he can just go and find those spaces that make
Australia with possession midfield and goes down again.
The grass is drying up.
This time Balogun.
From Australia. Because of the
it's going to be USA's ball.
It is a slower moving ball, and a couple times Australia have left passes.
You got the hydration break coming up.
Those passing lanes. So we'll see if that has an effect as this game goes on.
Richards, right by midfield, gets it to Dest. Dest, looking to go to the middle. Dest, showing possession, passes it back out. Anderson now looking for Pepe, and it's blocked away.
Pressure there. Just glides away from Jordy Boss, who's able to poke it away as Dest was looking to make his move. Comes to Anthony Robinson now. He's looking in for Pepe there.
There's McKennie now on that right side. It's poked away. Right back to a USA defender. Now McKennie.
Freeman for Weston McKennie. Boss defending on a yellow card.
Gonna lob it up on that right side. And Dest is gonna come down with it. McKennie now.
Again, a little under hit there, and Adams had to quickly
turnover. Dest has it in the box. He's gonna make a move and go left. Short pass, and it's stolen away by Australia.
It's going to work, though, for
USA crazy. I like what they're doing without Pulisic in there. It's tough to create opportunities without that guy.
Into the box. A lot of numbers in there. Adams couldn't walk his way through.
Australia nowhere to go, though. Nobody on the transition except for, well, look at the speed from Toure, and Matt Freese is going to be alert to come out of his goal to deal with this one and just boot it. Looks like it stayed in.
It did stay in play. And that was great work by Alex Freeman as well, putting a body on Toure to try to slow him up. That is where Australia are just so dangerous. Leckie wins the knockdown. Italiano now. Anthony Robinson there. And it's a U.S. throw. Blast off the Australian player. Well, the U.S. getting an own goal for a second straight game. That has never happened in the history of the FIFA Men's World Cup. And in fact, all time, only France have benefited from more own goals than the United States. That is number 5 in the history of the U.S.
Long pass into Balogun. He's got it! Balogun! Oh! He had a bad touch. If he'd had a better first touch, he'd have had time right there to get it over the goalie. Maybe try to chip him. Stolen by USA. Balogun! No! Blocked away.
he's looking, how did I miscontrol that? I don't think he gets enough credit for
He
the
pulled
running
out the
he
mini
does
Draco
ball.
on that one.
Step, Tillman, McKinney, Balogun, blocked. And then Leckie, that was good work to kind of look Anthony Robinson off it, allow Italiano to get on the run.
United States, they're playing great defense, helping each other out. You got guys coming all the way back down to steal that.
Italiano trying to cut inside Anthony Robinson. Good support from Tillman.
USA on defense right now. Australia's got it.
And you bring in Flo Balogun. He scored twice in the game against Paraguay. Described it as a dreamy night. First time since 1930, the U.S. got multiple goals out of a player in a World Cup game. A guy that could have played for Nigeria, where his parents are from, was playing for England at youth level, where he grew up. He chose to play for the United States, where he
Here's
was
Australia
born.
on that right side. Here's a chance here. He's going to throw it in the box.
I love that about them.
And it's kicked out. It's going to be a corner for Australia.
In LA, you're feeling that today as well as Torrey lays it off for Leckie, who's going to keep it in play. Ream defending. Leckie crossing in and ends up out. Was that Freeman's touch? It was for a corner.
Really important, because I thought Velupele had a jump on him, and just watch Freeman at the end of this.
Good job by Freeman right there. That could have been an own goal.
From Australia.
Just like what Australia did earlier.
Right now, the U.S. want to always be +1 in the defense, making sure they have a man that can cover. Look at that. And speaking about own goals in situations where you're under pressure, maybe the ball can go anywhere. Great concentration, committed early, gets his foot across, but it's going to be a corner. They have some big targets. Sutar, 6'6". The other two center backs.
Jesus, they got a guy that's 6'6" out there.
So this is an area for the U.S. right now. As you can see, the height advantage right there for Sutar.
So much height out there for Australia. Header in the box.
For Australia.
They got it to their target guy. And he did put something on that header. I don't know what they're going to call here. Looks like we might have a foul in the box.
Down, Freeze had to wait.
Should be another corner, I think.
That was Weston there. It was Tyler Adams, in fact, looked like got a touch. A little bit of hesitation from the referee.
So what Australia were trying to do there is
it's another corner for Australia.
Ball that allows Sutar with his height to win that first one, which he did, and then gets poked away from Burgess at the end, but it'll be another corner. They're stacking their bigger players at the back post. That's the man they're trying to free up. So Freeman's trying to wrestle him right now just to make sure he can get positioning. But it's a tight balance. Referee's looking right at that.
We got the hydration break, guys. United States up 1-0. Flo Balogun creating opportunities. Got the own goal for Australia. Their second own goal in the past 2 World Cup games.
Sponsored by Lenovo. Halfway through the first half of play on just a glorious, sunny, and more importantly, loud day in Seattle. It's the United States up 1-0 on Australia.
Toy Story 5 expected to make about $140 million in its first weekend at U.S. theaters, $275 million in its first weekend worldwide. Showbiz experts are telling Deadline that the latest entry in the Disney Pixar franchise could break a Toy Story record, making up to $14 million in previews. The previous record in previews was $12 million last Toy Story 4 back in 2019. If the prediction holds, that would give Toy Story 5 the best previews of the year so far. Ed Sheeran is hinting at taking a break after wrapping up his Loop tour. The singer hinting at a hiatus during his recent stop in Glendale, Arizona, saying, "I might take some time off once this tour has ended and sort of do the dad thing."
We go down to the
Songs by Bruce Springsteen and Bob Dylan are making Esquire's list of the most American songs of all time.
According to the magazine, the list is a collection of songs that are distinctly American. Springsteen's 1980 track The River is recognized. Dylan's 1965 Highway Revisited also made the list. Other songs on the list include Tom Petty's hit Free Fallin', Rock and Roll All Night by Kiss, The Beach Boys' Surfin' Safari, and Aretha Franklin's Respect. I'm Mark Mayfield. Mr. Grinch.
Universal and Imagine Entertainment developing a sequel to the 2000s How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The film star Jim Carrey is in talks to return, with Ron Howard slated to return as the film's director. That's entertainment. I'm Jennifer Bolsoni.
in Seattle. U.S. up a goal on Australia. Jenny Taft down on the field. What are you seeing? And also just what are the conditions down there in the sunshine?
Well, really interesting just to quickly observe Christian Pulisic and his leadership on full display. He took a moment to pull Weston McKennie aside. They were chatting for such a long time. The coaching staff actually had them rejoin the huddle. Now, we've been talking about the conditions. Yes, it is warm. No shade. Obviously, you're seeing the rewatering the pitch. It is warm, John, but it's comfortable down here. So nothing of concern really in that regard. Just no shade at all.
One of the interesting things that we've seen throughout this World Cup is how the momentum can shift significantly after these breaks. This is not brand new in the sense that it's become a thing in recent years to take a break. If on a hot day, it's new because we're doing it every single game. Australia scored their first goal in the win over Turkey 4 minutes out of the first half break. They did it again a little bit later in the second half. So what's key here for the U.S. coming out?
Continue with that same intensity. I was watching the Australian grouping as well. Tony Popovich very animated with his players. A lot of pointing in different positions. So oftentimes we have seen out of some of these breaks, and specifically in that England-Croatia game where it was all England, then the break happened, and then Croatia came on, tweaked a couple of things, they get back into the game. That's something you want to try to avoid. But it is good. When the field is watered and you have an opportunity like that, where now the game will be a little bit quicker, the ball's going to zip the same way it was at the start of the game.
U.S. as it stands with the win, clinching a spot in the next round with a game still to go. Thursday night down in LA against Turkey, and as you saw, 2 of the 3 possible results when Turkey played Paraguay tonight would mean the U.S. actually clinch the top spot in the group. And that's the most favorable path for them into the knockout round. Anthony Robinson, long run forward. Robinson's cross sails away from him. Although that was going out, or was it already out? It was already out before Boss touched it there.
Something I've been very impressed with, and this was the hope in playing 2 strikers, is that one will stay centrally, the other one is going to run. And that's flip-flopping between Pepe and Balogun. But in that sequence there, Pepe had made a great 30-yard run in behind. He doesn't get the ball, but it doesn't matter because it dragged a center back with him, and it opened that space then for Robinson to make that run. The service wasn't there, didn't come off, but great signs for the U.S. The center backs, they don't want to make those runs, but when you force them to, and they have to, it wears them down, and maybe it doesn't happen in that moment, but then the next one, you open up space for your teammate.
First time in a decade the U.S. men are playing here in Seattle. It's a completely packed house. It's been just incredible scenes, even around the city in the last 2 days. And this was a stadium built with World Cup soccer in mind, unlike a lot of the other NFL stadiums that these games are being played in. When the plans were drawn up and the late Paul Allen, who was the driving force behind building this stadium, they made sure the stadium was built wide enough to hold a World Cup soccer field, which is more than 20 yards wider than an NFL field, let alone all the support here over the years for the sport of soccer. Can the U.S. make it that much more a perfect day by getting a win? Alex Freeman just able to keep that away from Motore.
We're in the 30th minute, guys. 1 person, 2 people watching now. Nice. 1-0 United States. Gonna have a corner kick.
And now Reem has Pepe running. It's mishit backwards there by Circotti, and it's cleaned up errantly by Italiano, and it gives the U.S. a corner.
Italiano's head spinning right now, quite frankly, because he's not sure how far and how aggressive he should be with Anthony Robinson. And then that space when he steps out, the U.S. are saying thank you very much. Because Circotti doesn't want to come out of the box. He wants to stay within the lines of the box and defend. And the U.S. are taking advantage of that space down either channel.
Here we go, corner kick. It's up in the air. What's in the box? Oh, great opportunity for Richards. Couldn't get ahead on it.
And Malik Tillman once again to take. In swinger. Richards was up for it, just too tall for him. Hard running there to chase it down by Alex Freeman, and he wins a throw for the U.S. with that effort. years old, has just burst onto the scene in the last year. Chris Richards telling us yesterday, Alex is a joke. He's made the leap. Son of Antonio Freeman, Green Bay Packers wide receiver, Super Bowl winner 30 years ago, was catching touchdowns. Here, it's the same spot as the Old Kingdom when he was playing for the Packers against the Seahawks, and now his son is playing for the United States in a World Cup game.
Oh, great 1-2. That's a foul. United States is going to get a free kick. Great spot. I don't know who's going to take this. It's going to be Robinson or Freeman.
Free kick U.S. Is there going to be another card coming here? There is.
Man, Australia playing dirty.
One touch, quick.
Take our legs out, kick us in the calf when we're running by them.
All day long forward, but what a first touch from Tillman as well. I mean, to be able to shift his balance and momentum there.
Chircotti with the yellow card.
Right foot touching away, and clearly Chircotti just raking down the side of his left leg there.
Alessandro Chircotti.
Looks like we got Adams out there, Freeman actually, and Anderson. Anderson's going to kick it in the box, and it's cleared away. Balogun's got it on that right side.
And now he joins Jordy Boss.
And it looks like it's going to be a foul in the U.S. in the box.
Anthony Robinson, the ensuing free kick. Richards trying to get in there, and there was a foul as there's an Australian player down before it reached Richards. Now coming up next on Fox, action from Group C, Scotland facing Morocco. What a scene that's going to be in Foxborough, Massachusetts, followed by Brazil against Haiti in Philadelphia. Those matchups are
They're showing Alex Morgan and this guy, old-ass dude, just starts putting his hand on her shoulders. She's like, what the hell?
Jill Ellison, Servando Carrasco.
Casey Keller, another one of those
34th minute.
Foundational Seattle Northwest members of, as you put it, soccer royalty. Former starting goalkeeper for the U.S. at a World Morgan, a World Cup winner. Jill Ellis, a World Cup winning coach. Tony Popovich right now had an unbeaten first year as Australia's coach until October.
Oh, good slide tackle right there. It's a pinball machine, back and forth, USA. You got a foul.
Really dislikes that term. Non-official matches. Came from behind in Denver to win that game. It was a nasty game.
It's going to be a free kick right next to midfield.
This one has had moments of it. Des goes down. That was Okan Engsler there. And for what it's worth, that game, Christian Pulisic actually came off hurt midway through the first half. So it's not altogether different that the U.S. is playing without Pulisic today in the sense that they had to do the work without him in October.
But these little plays will frustrate the opposition. As long as you can do it in the right way. This Australian team right now reeling a little bit from the start that they've had. They had the one opportunity where Leckie has the outside of the foot shot, but largely been on the defensive side of the game. For them, that's not unusual. But just
a good back heel by Des. McKinney and Des have been doing work. I feel like that's the best way USA is going to create, even though Balogun's got that own goal creation. Balogun on that left side. Tries to turn around and create some space, gets it away to Anderson. USA controlling possession, up 1-0.
Balogun all the way out to the left. Good work by Italiano to not let him through that time. That was how the US.
Here's Green now to Balogun. Actually, now Freeman. To Balogun in the box. Oh, great spin move, another one. Goes down, no call.
A ton of chances in 35 minutes, but one of the chances.
Balogun with some oohs and ahs for the crowd.
Comes into Balogun. Can he get up to it? He can. Still Flo Balogun. Dancing, loving it, feeling it. Italiano is there to tackle it out in front of Robinson.
McKennie gets it poked away. USA still controlling it. You just get the feeling something's going to happen here.
Saturday night in Vancouver. The old cliche in the game is
Ream to Richards.
How different this is for the sake of that
Richards back to Ream.
If you look at the stat,
USA lolling, Australia to sleep right now.
Outside the box, They didn't take
Oh, and he goes down right outside the box. No call.
Patient in moments and waiting for the gaps to open
Tries
up.
to clear it away.
While having
And
the
we're going to
ball
have
and
throw in
shifting
for
it quickly,
Australia.
you're wearing down the opponent.
37th
So you're
minute.
doing the work for later in the game, not just now. That's something to consider for the second half and as this game goes on and the opposition tires. And this is something I have loved from this team. From 1 to 11 on the field, closing down, counter-pressing when the ball turns over, just a real commitment to stop the opposition getting anything.
That pass from Australia. Can he catch up to it? Can before it goes out of bounds.
Serginho Dest out on the right. Born and raised in the Netherlands. His dad, longtime member of the military who served in Vietnam. We mentioned Weston McKennie, who was born at Fort Lewis. It's a big part of the story is the number of players over the years and on this team. Sons of American servicemen.
Balogun, no, right outside the box. Gets it to Dest.
In that case, they choose to play for the
Dest throws it in. Header is cleared out by Australia.
The way the country's engaged. Great turn by
And he just kicks it out of bounds. Okay, we'll take the throw in.
Australia flooding numbers
Instead of just clearing it to midfield, he just kicks it out of bounds.
Souttar headed away. The Australians struggling to deal with it. Dest trying to get in, scrambled out for a U.S. throw.
Another good example.
Oh my God. Damn it, man.
Well, the ball's in their box.
How do we turn that ball over? How does that go out of bounds?
Follows the ball in.
Damn.
Just a lot of panic at the back from Australia as that ball's out. It will be an Australian throw.
Two guys go down here. USA guy down, and then Australia. I think he got a head injury here.
And remember on Friday, it was 1-0 for a long time. Later in the half, the
Yeah,
rest
but
of the
both
Eagles
these
came out.
guys are
Freeman is down, holding the back of his head. As
look
is
like they
Paul
collided
O'Connor.
with their heads.
And immediately the medical staffs are rushing out.
Yeah, Freeman was just trying to flick this ball on, and Håkan Engsler just crashes into the back of them. Two players challenging for the ball. It is a foul, but there's nothing more in this one. And Tim Ream, as we so often seen, this captain coming over, he's a coach on the field for Mauricio Pochettino with his experience.
Still down right now.
Chance for the Australians as well to come over to their coach, Tony Popovich.
And this is Chircati on the right side of Australians' defense. And I just, even by his hand motions there, I think he's saying, look, when I have to step in with Balogun, it's leaving space in behind. And that's what I've seen him struggling with, that decision-making. If I leave him, then he's wide open. If I go with him, I'm opening up space. And this was on the goal. This was Balogun running in behind him, gets in behind, squares the ball across. Souttar had to commit to the near post to try to block it, and then Burgess puts it in. If he doesn't, Pepe's putting it in. So it's a tough spot for a defender.
Is that Paulo Banchero in the crowd?
Foot there. It's hard to get your body turned and clear it.
Joyous scenes throughout the building here in Seattle as Alex Freeman is sitting up now. Håkan Engsler is on his feet. There you see Freeman now. Being helped back up to an isolation. A reminder coming up, the Visa halftime show live here on Fox. Rob Stone and our crew of American soccer royalty down to our left. Great scenes pregame.
We might have 10 minutes of extra time here in the first half.
And this is good. These are team doctors right now checking these guys for potential concussion symptoms, making sure that they're clear to continue in the game. And that's what the conversation is right here.
Out of view of that, Chris Richards has run over to have a chat with Mauricio Pochettino.
It's like we got Zach Levine in the crowd with the baddie. Damn.
If you're a player, you want your
Dime
starters
piece
on
for
the
Zach
field.
Levine.
If you're a coaching staff, but you just have to be so smart about long-term health.
62% possession for the United
We all
States.
know it's hard to really know for sure in the moment. And so being very intentional and deliberate here, the medical staffs looking at these players, checking them out. They'll have an opportunity in a little while to get into the locker room at halftime. But for now, both Freeman and Håkan Engsler are continuing. be quite a bit of stoppage time coming at the end of the half between the break and then the stoppage there. So a long way still to go. The U.S. a goal to the good, the 11th minute own goal. Matt Freese has made one save. His counterpart, Patrick Beach, has actually not made a save. The U.S. has not managed a shot on goal yet, just the own goal as Freeman has it tackled out. And you see Okan Engsler with the kind of bandaging and, I guess, Vaseline, for lack of a better word, on the back of his head.
And the possession stats for the United States look
Guess might be offside. Doesn't go up to McKinney. There's that combination again. McKinney and Dest on that right side. See if they can make something happen here. Here's McKinney. Short pass. Doesn't have enough on it, but he gets it back. McKinney in the box. Now gets it to Adams. Adams to Freeman. Freeman back to Dest. Looking to go work. Goes 5-hole. Back to Dest. Goes through his right. And it's stolen away by Australia.
Struggling to find a way to go.
They're battling for it. Right along that sideline for a corner.
On that side now. Off the nutmeg,
Dest
pick it back up.
and
A little
Freeman.
bit of contact, and couldn't get it back under control. Tillman not for the first time working hard to win the ball back for the U.S. He's getting wrapped up. He's getting pulled down. Dest comes in. Referee looking at it. Free kick U.S.
Wow. Look, Serginho Dest.
So they're going to get a free kick. It's a tough spot. It's right along that sideline corner.
And I thought perhaps a chance
Right outside the box, about 3 feet.
Just drags his legs and takes some of the contact. So very honest.
Because Anderson now, short, hard corner, and shot is blocked! It's in the air! Headed in! Goal! It's Freeman! He did not concuss now, baby! 2-0! United States! Oh, they take it away! Damn it!
Is two, or maybe not. The flag comes up for offside.
Damn!
Freeman thought he was celebrating a World Cup goal. Robert Kempner on the near side saying he was offside, and video looking at it now.
So keep in mind, this is going to be when the shot comes off the foot of Serginho Dest.
Yeah,
what
he
position is Alex Freeman in? So they played it back to him at the top of the box. Freeman's middle of your screen right now on the 60-yard line.
He was offside.
Oh, I think he's onside. I think he's going to be onside here, the trail leg of the player at the top.
Unless I was looking at the wrong guy here.
Gets that in.
It is being checked, so we're holding the play.
They're checking
right
it, guys. They took it back off the board because they put it back on. Freeman, he was concussed earlier.
Yeah, the first shot in from the US
Come on, baby.
attacker, it comes up in
Come on, baby.
Australian defender, but that's not a deliberate play for the ball, so it could still be offside. However, I think that
It's in FIFA's hands right now.
I'm showing the Australian defender's coming back, and I think that the back leg is just playing the player Balogun who scores the goal, and I think he puts him in an onside position. I think this could be given as a goal.
Yeah, I think so too, Mark.
Come on, baby.
There. And it's a great recognition there of an opportunity for Freeman, who ends up heading that ball.
Give me some good news, baby.
And this is where the semi-automated offside technology is mapping all the players. It's microscopic.
And sometimes pictures can be deceiving, but
because there was a second U.S. player who was
Go to the chip, baby. The chip never lies. Come on, baby. Give me some good news. Yeah! Let's go! Come on, baby! Freeman! No offsides! No offsides! Let's go!
And the building
Kick the shit out of them. No chance now. For how dirty Australia played in this first half, I want to kick the shit out of them like 4-1. Oh yeah, I was looking at the wrong guy. Freeman is onside.
Alex Freeman's third goal for the U.S. He is onside, and he reacts first to this ball. Doesn't stop. Patrick Beach is on the floor, and it's Freeman from close range.
It's actually that big 6'6" guy that knocks it up in the air. He had the own goal earlier. And that guy's created the most opportunities for the U.S. today.
To give them a 2-goal
Not sure
cushion.
who his name is.
Almost going off the field to staying on the field. What a moment for that young man, 21 years old.
He had an assist in game 1. He's got a goal in game 2. We're into 7 added minutes at the end of the first half. It was a big talking point. It was a part of the crisis this team was in a year ago, that so many of the top players were not a part of the CONCACAF Gold Cup. Alex Freeman is one of the guys who got his opportunity as a result, and he has
Richards now.
Lockdown starter
Arena Anderson.
Pochettino at that Gold Cup, played in every single game.
Now Adams just outside the box, and it's tipped out. It's going to be a corner for the United States.
And how similar that is to the game Friday against Paraguay for the
Pour it
U.S.
on.
to get another goal late in the half. There might be more coming. We still got good 5 minutes here. Tillman wins the corner.
Look, I was told this crowd were the 12th man. I'm going to say they're the 12th, 13th, 14th man. I mean, the energy, the sound in this building from the moment this team walked out. In fact, yesterday, walking the streets, just such a buzz all tournament long. These U.S. fans are fired up, and quite frankly, for good reason. This team is delivering.
There's Adams in the box. Oh, Richards went up for it. Had a couple chances.
Tillman has Anthony
Done a good job targeting him.
Robinson runs away. Tillman hooks it in. Body's already down. Richards was rising up, and there was a foul there as the Australian defender went down. I think for copyright reasons, they're not allowed to say 12th man. They're the 12s. But I think in this context, so here's a look back at.
Well, the U.S. recognizing also that Australia were very deep, and Dest was wide open at the top, so it actually wasn't even close in the end. And Alex Freeman, I do love that as that ball popped up, he turned so quickly to be there. Look, what a rise. You talked about it. Father, an NFL player, widely successful. He came up through the Orlando City Academy, made a move over to Spain, playing now in Villarreal, one of the best leagues in the world in Spanish La Liga. Has just become such a dependable player for Mauricio Pochettino.
Well, that was misplayed there. Ream was a bit late, and the decision is going to go against Australia. Handball on Jordi Boz, who thought he was running through there.
Got about 3.5 minutes left to stoppage time here. Or extra time here in this first half.
Been all over it. Good first half from him as well. I feel in game management, giving out cards when he needs to, letting the intensity.
Damn, the United States is kicking the shit out of this group. They got 6 points. We're beating Australia, who's in second place. They got 3 points. Turkey and Paraguay have none.
This is game 2 of 3. Third place finishers will go through. Turkey going to play later on today against Paraguay. This is an Australian team by winning that first game and put themselves in a good position, but you don't want this to get ugly. But how hard do you go and come back at the U.S.?
And from a U.S. standpoint, it was one of the things that we talked about with Chris Richards yesterday. They didn't want to get complacent off the back of the first win. And you don't want to get complacent because Paraguay worked their way back in for a stretch there in the second half. And you know the Australians are going to spend the entire halftime.
Don't get too cute. Come on, man. Get this ball downfield. Continue to put pressure up.
Clean sheet, because the stat out there, they've conceded a goal in 11 of their last 12 games.
They might have just conceded a corner for Australia or a free kick.
That came out of nothing. A clean sheet, no goals against would be huge for this confidence of this defensively.
It's a goal kick for the United States.
A little bit of contact there. Felix Fire is going to say goal kick.
But overall, John, a great first half for this U.S. team. And answering the questions again. Hey, you did it once against Paraguay. Can you go again? The answer to that question is yes.
Matt Freese is getting the count. He's got to go quick here.
USA just looks bored right now. They want to end this first half. They're not even trying to push it offensively.
Come off him, it did. It's an Australia throw. U.S. has got to stay switched on here. Final 2 minutes or so of this first half. We'll see if we go past 52 minutes on the clock because we lost a lot of the first minute of stoppage time with the goal celebrations.
Oh shit, Balogun's down. Back of his head.
And he takes a
Oh
to the back
no,
of the
looks
head.
like he took the
Balogun is
chin.
down.
A chin, yeah, to the back of the head.
Ends up as an Australia throw.
He's good though. He's walking around.
Just caught the chin, it looked like, of Big Harry Sutar, 6'6" Australian captain. So Balogun back on his feet. Australia with a throw.
Chance here.
It's actually how they created their goal against the U.S. in the fall, was starting from a throw-in.
Blocked away, but came right back to the USA. They're going to have one more chance. About a minute left of extra time. There's Dest now. Shot! Oh! Keep shooting, Dest.
McKinney is down in some pain. Freeman is driving forward. Freeman into the box. Inside Serginho Dest! That would have been too perfect. First save of the game, Patrick Beach.
Dest is hungry for a goal. Great work from Alex Freeman. Look at all the yellow shirts he drags out of position. Now they have a 3v1. That opened up space for Serginho Dest, trying with the left foot to go to the far post. And Australia maybe trying to find something right at the end of the first half.
Taliano weaving his way through.
We're going to have a goal kick to the United States here. Oh.
Final seconds. Final play of the half.
Freeman.
Dest can't make the
The Australian player, they're jawing back and forth. Shit talking in this game.
Kind of petering out for a goal kick. And look at the entire U.S.
We're at the half.
Every single player is up.
United States up 2-0 on Antonio Freeman's son with the header in the 43rd minute. Burgess the 11th, and with the own goal, Balogun with the creation there. United States up 2-0 at the half. Be back in about 10 minutes.
5 minutes down, 45 to go in Seattle, where it's the United States 2, Australia 0. iHeart is...
You're locked into a lot of things you can't change. Weather, traffic. Hey, stay in your lane. Your wireless carrier's latest price hike. But you can unlock a better way. Unlock the savings at Boost Mobile and save up to $600 a year. Switch to the $25 a month unlimited wireless plan. No contracts, no price hikes, and you keep your phone. Stop being locked into their games. Unlock the savings at boostmobile.com/unlock. Based on average annual single line of payment of AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile customers compared to 12 months on the Boost Mobile unlimited wireless plan as of January 2026. For full offer details, visit boostmobile.com.
Upgrade your FIFA World Cup 2026 viewing experience. Build it like Beckham from the living room to the lawn with the Home Depot. Create a box seating, flowers for pops of color surrounding your pitch, the smell of grilled favorites, and a freshly painted fence sporting your team's colors. Fast free delivery is your home field advantage with charcoal, string lights, or whatever the game calls for right to your door. A clean assist. Build it like Beckham for match day. The Home Depot, official FIFA World Cup 2026 supporter. Subject to availability.
Did you know not all batteries are the same? For example, only Duracell batteries are built different with Power Boost ingredients. And Duracell are the only batteries that make this sound every time you say Power Boost ingredients. See? Duracell batteries with Power Boost ingredients. You try. Duracell batteries with Power Boost ingredients. Told you. Duracell batteries are built different with Power Boost ingredients. And they're built right here in the USA with US and global parts.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more, or visit TremfyaRadio.com.
FIFA World Cup takes the global stage from June 11th through July 19th on Fox 1, the official English streaming platform of FIFA World Cup 2026. Stream all 104 matches live and get closer to the action with a personalized viewing experience built around you. Choose up to 4 streams with Multiview, catch highlights before jumping into the action, get live stats in real time, and replay key plays instantly. Experience the FIFA World Cup live on Fox 1. Watch 3 days free. For details, visit fox.com. Offers are subject to change. See Fox 1 for complete terms and conditions.
Performances like this back to back, different types of opponents, different levels of the tournament as well. It's going to keep gaining more momentum as we continue to move forward.
Where was that intensity in the pre-World Cup build-up games? I haven't seen a U.S. men's national team get in the opponent's face, stand up for each other, celebrate all together, and in little tiny moments that make a difference. Not necessarily the goals or the killer pass, it's the challenge. Yeah. It's man up and the ball goes out for a goal kick. Everyone's getting hyped up. It's fantastic.
Yeah, Anders, last play of that, we saw that exact situation right before the halftime whistle.
Yeah, Chris Richards does an excellent job. Australia may have an opportunity. I think it was Toure that was trying to get around the outside of him, and right before the last whistle goes, if he gets around him, he's one-on-one with Matt Freese, and Chris Richards just bodies him. Completely legal, great play, and then kind of looks over him. A little bit of, hey, welcome to the USA, or welcome to Seattle, shall I say.
Brad, I'm kind of wondering right now, based on that 45 minutes, right now, United States are dominating possession, 2-0 lead. I think the basic question, not to get too much into our keys to the second half, but I'm kind of wondering, where's the quality from Australia to stay in this game?
Yeah, they'll make some adjustments at halftime. They certainly can't keep doing what they've been doing in that first half. They have to play more offensive in some regard and keep possession of the ball. They just have not been able to complete any passes, just like the U.S. did against Paraguay. They didn't let them out of their own half, really. Every first and second ball challenging. So Australia, they're going to go into the of words, you better believe there's going to be some yelling. It's not about calming down for Australia. It's actually about stepping up the tempo, and they're going to have to switch formations. They cannot sit with 5 in the back. They're just going to absorb. They've got to either go into 4-4-2 and play some long balls and start to challenge and pick up possession in the opponent's half, or it's going to be what we just saw. 2 more goals are going to find the back of the net for the U.S., and it'll be a long day for Australia.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to do that. Even with, you want to play long balls, you can't even play out of the back because U.S. is pressing so high. Australia has no room to get anything besides just clearances at this point. So I don't know where that's going to come from. Hopefully the intensity continues for the U.S. coming out of this halftime, because we saw it in the Paraguay game. They came out a little strong. They had to kind of manage that in the first 10-15 minutes. I think it's going to be similar here.
Yeah, you can't turn off, right? Like, we saw it for a moment there right before the break. Cannot turn off, cannot get complacent, Brad, because certainly if you do that, Paraguay scored, right? And if it's a 2-1 game, and at some point in the first 15 minutes of the second half, game on, anything can happen.
Well, we've seen a lot of goals scored after hydration breaks, before hydration breaks, and the same rings true for before halftime and after halftime. We're always told, do not concede a goal before half, because you go into the locker room completely defeated. But on the flip side, now it's the U.S.'s job. We cannot concede in the first 5 to 15 minutes of this half. If they don't, they'll allow themselves to get into a rhythm and continue to press forward and put a stamp on this game. And at this point, yes, we want to see more goals, but 2-0 is a great lead. You got 5 subs. You can get guys rest at this point. If it gets to the 65th, 70th minute, start to make some subs, and then you just keep the ball, and you really wear this Australian team down.
Yeah, it's a balance, though, because you want to do what made you successful in the first 45 minutes, but you don't want to just say, hey, more of the same going into the second half, because you need to pick it up a level, because you know Australia is going to come out with the same kind of idea there.
United States leading Australia 2-0 at Seattle Stadium. Right now, they are on top and controlling Group D. We'll continue the halftime show coming up next. You're listening to FIFA World Cup 2026 on iHeartRadio.
Unlock the savings at Boost Mobile and save up to $600 a year. I've been scouting these big carriers for a minute now, and I've seen them pull the same play 1,000 times. They promise you the world, then hit you with a price hike right when the game gets tight. But Boost Mobile, their $25 a month unlimited wireless plan is the most consistent player on the floor. No contracts and no price hikes. Unlock the savings today at boostmobile.com/unlock. Based on average annual single line payment of AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile customers compared to 12 months of the Boost Mobile unlimited wireless plan as of January 2026. For full offer details, visit boostmobile.com.
Did you know not all batteries are the same? For example, only Duracell batteries are built different with Power Boost ingredients. And Duracell are the only batteries that make this sound every time you say Power Boost ingredients. See? Duracell batteries with Power Boost ingredients. You try. Duracell batteries with Power Boost ingredients.
Told you.
Duracell batteries are built different with Power Boost ingredients. And they're built right here in the USA with US and global parts.
Do you know the symptoms of moderate to severe obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA, in adults with obesity? They may be happening to you without you knowing. If anyone has ever said you snore loudly, or if you spend your days fighting off excessive tiredness, irritability, and concentration issues, it may be due to OSA. OSA is a serious condition where your airway partially or completely collapses during sleep, which may cause breathing interruptions and oxygen deprivation. Learn more at don'tsleeponosa.com. This information is provided by Lilly, a medicine company.
There's only seconds left now. Midfield passes wide. Cross comes in.
Can I get a Heineken, please?
Coming.
He brings it down beautifully. Defense
Scores from there. Shoot!
He cuts inside. Still going. He shoots.
Can you believe it?
Here you go, sir. Your Heineken.
Sorry. Can I get another one for... Wait, what's your name again? Tom. Tom, beautiful. Another Heineken for Tom, please. Now we're talking.
Heineken, official beer of soccer. Fans have more friends.
An upper corner shot's just deflected by the goalie. It's a corner kick. Wow! Incredible!
Beautiful shot.
No, that fan earned 2% cash rewards buying Pulisic merch.
They're using the Active Cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo, which scores unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases.
Scoring 2% more. Wonder what that's like.
Oh, it's like...
Score off the field with the Active Cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo. Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/activecash. Visa, worldwide partner of FIFA World Cup 26. Impressive.
Streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox One brings the action straight to your screen so you never miss a goal. Download Fox One and experience the FIFA World Cup live. It's a 2-goal lead, Brad. Control of Group D on the line. What are the keys for the United States finishing off this win?
Yeah, for the U.S., it's put your foot on the gas. I can't tell you how many games I've been involved in where you're up to nothing. You seem to do everything right. The ball's bouncing your way, whether it's an own goal, deflection, you get up for a header, VAR, whatever it is. Now you have to keep going, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, that's when a team like Australia, they'll punish you. But what we saw was every challenge was met fiercely with the United States men's national team players, and that's what got him those results, right? You're taking players on. Balogun's taking a player on. That's how own goals happen. And then it's sacrificing yourself after what could have been coming out of the game for a concussion, then getting up for a header and challenging the goalkeeper to put the ball in the back of the net. So for the U.S. team, you have to come out, continue to do what you've done well, and better things will happen in the second half.
Yeah, I think Australia, you kind of saw it a
No
little bit towards the end of that first
likes,
half.
nothing,
They're
baby.
going to try and goon it up a little bit in this game to frustrate the U.S. Don't get caught up in that kind of stuff. You can't have injuries. You can't have, cards, red cards, that stuff like that. You want to just try and make this as clean of a performance as possible.
Nobody watching,
and get out of here
baby.
with the 3 points.
Brad, go ahead.
Well, I think for Australia, they have to get away from the ticky-tacky fouls that they're doing, because it's ultimately slowing the game down for them. If you can't challenge for the ball and win it, there's nothing wrong with backing off of that challenge and then waiting for the second or third ball so that at least you're set up defensively. But every time they're giving the U.S. an opportunity to put the ball down. Referee blows the whistle. Well, there's a minute, and then there's another minute. With 25 fouls in a game, there's 25 minutes that you're stopping play. So for them, they need to get a flow into the game and try to figure out how they can even get this team on the counterattack.
Yeah, we'll see if the quality is even there for Australia to get back in this game. Currently, it is 2-0 for the United States. We'll see what changes Mauricio Pochettino makes. Christian Roldan on his bench. Seattle Sounders player, of course. This game in Seattle Stadium, we'll see if the Sounder midfielder makes an appearance for the red, white, and blue. The Stars and Stripes leading 2-0 over Australia. We'll get to the second half. You're listening to FIFA World Cup 2026 on iHeartRadio.
All in one. Discover a new podcast from our library of over 350,000 titles. Here's an iHeartRadio podcast preview.
Russ Faria was charged with a crime that he swore he did not commit.
No, I did not do this. I do not know how this happened. I did not do this. I was not involved.
Just after Christmas, Troy, Missouri, 2011.
The jury was left with no alternative, and in most people's words, the husband did it. Who else would have?
The prosecutor said it was rage, greed. We wouldn't be here if the answer was that easy.
In my opinion, an innocent man got charged with murder, and then it sort of snowballed.
I'm Keith Morrison. I've been a correspondent for Dateline NBC for 25 years. And in that time, I've never seen a story quite like this before. As we investigated this saga of murder, greed, lies, things became personal. What happens when a true crime show becomes part of the story? We could never have imagined.
I've worked on other cases that have twists and turns, but I've never worked on a case like this with so many twists and turns that were completely unpredictable.
From Dateline NBC, this is The Thing About Pam, the wild and unbelievable story of the murder of Betsy Faria.
I'd like to see this story conclude with justice. Betsy Faria has not received justice. Russ Faria has not received justice. Her family has not received justice.
And if we did anything in all the years we followed this story, anything is possible.
You got one person watching.
I'm Keith Morrison. The Thing About Pam, an all-new podcast from Dateline NBC. Subscribe now.
Listen and follow this podcast for free on the iHeartRadio app. #1 for music,
Wonder why I
radio,
won't
and
show me the
podcasts
chat.
all in one.
We now rejoin Fox's live play-by-play coverage of the second half of today's FIFA World Cup 2026 match. Follow all the exclusive World Cup action on iHeartRadio.
Came in the 43rd minute. The United States up 2-0 as they get set to take the field for the second half. The 6 goals by the States so far this group stage, that ties the program record for most in a World Cup group stage. They have a 2-0 lead. Lex, you go back.
Can you actually see it okay? I know it's kind of blurry, but
what's vital for the
you
US
could somewhat see what's going on.
I think they need to a certain extent, be
I wouldn't
reactionary
be able to
because
see shit,
Australia has
actually.
to change some things, whether it's in personnel or
see
when they
that.
play, and so they're going to have to deal with that. And it's at a certain point, 15 minutes into this half, if you want to make some changes, we saw how the changes can free up some players and provide opportunities up top, whether it's Arena or others. But you just got to be smart about this. Yes, there's some young players out there, but there are experienced players out there that even if it stays 2-0. Doesn't matter. You ride it out.
You hit the nail on the head, Lex. You got to be very smart. Got to put in a professional performance. You talk about 2-0.
It's like the referees have no idea how to use the substitution card. These 2 female referees have no idea how to use the substitution card.
Obviously, if we get the next goal, it will kill off the game. But yeah, you got to stay
I
professional.
don't get why you have to tell the numbers, the substitution.
Talk about suffocating.
Call them over. Hey, man, you're out. I'm coming in for you. Can you imagine every time in the NBA they had to raise something up to show the numbers coming out?
We'll see a post game for now. Back upstairs, John Strong and Stu Holden.
2 subs for Australia here.
A triple substitution for Australia at the
Triple.
half. Nestor Aaron Kunda is going to walk into your picture in just a moment as the third. Cameron Burgess is the first to have his number put up. Jason Garia, who was the one who delivered the hard tackle that banged up Christian Pulisic in the fall, is on. Connor Metcalf, who scored a wonderful long-distance goal the other night. And the other game, Nestor Aaron Kunda is the third who comes on the field for Australia. How does this change their team?
My first thought is that this is going to be a formation change potentially for Australia, but we'll see how it ends up lining up. They take off one of their center backs, bringing on a new one. They're going to come and chase this game here in the second half.
A second half in the glorious sunshine in a rocking Seattle Stadium, which is underway. So 3 changes.
Freeman's just going to pin him. Oh, wow. Any punter in the NFL would love that. Freeman pinned him for a throw-in right by the sticks. Unbelievable.
If they do it again, yeah, you're dumping it down into the opponent's half, out of bounds. Not ideal if that.
Sign that guy up for the NFL.
Right down into the corner. They're going to take it by the corner flag. Couldn't get any better. So now what you want is you've got the team with a throw-in. You squeeze up, as you'll see once we pan out to the wide look here, to put a team instantly under pressure. And something Carly was just talking about, the regains. The U.S. like the game being played in Australia's defensive half. You want to squeeze them.
Just underway here, second half.
Dangerous, but Anthony Robinson's there first.
But that's why teams do that. And that's how this U.S. team wants to play. They want to be aggressive, and they want to make sure that they pin Australia deep in their own half.
All right, so how does this look different as you're getting a sense of it now for Australia with the subs?
So it's going to be interesting. The in and out of possession looks like more of a
Australia now on that right side. Chance here.
Pressing up high. The other thing is they are pressing up. So
And it looks like he pushes Anderson down. That should be foul on Australia.
Space for the U.S. in some transitions if they can play through that initial press. But these first 10 minutes are huge to make sure the U.S. do not.
I think we're going to get a corner now for Australia. No, goal kick for the United States. Thought so.
And the U.S. were furious because they thought they should have had a free kick at midfield at the beginning of that sequence anyway.
But they've released a defensive player from their defensive structure to go and press the U.S. higher to try to limit some of that numbers advantage that the U.S. had in their build-out.
U.S. unchanged. You saw Christian Pulisic there. He's sitting on the bench. He's not going to play today. The calf injury he picked up really in practice, actually, in the days before the Paraguay game. And despite all the hard work, could not get it to recover enough to be able to play. The hope is he'll be available Thursday night in L.A. for the group stage finale against Turkey, which, as it stands, not to say it doesn't matter, of course, but the U.S., as it stands, are clinching a spot in the next round with a win. It could potentially, based on what happens later tonight, in the other game in the group between Turkey and Paraguay, know for sure that they're winning the group by the end of the night, as Flo Balogun is fouled. That'll be late tonight in Santa Clara, California. The
Here's
South Bay
Ream now to
Area
Richards.
team, by the way, Yvonne Bartol
USA
from
right at
Salvador.
midfield.
And if you know that name at all, you know, expect some chaos. Those are two teams that are coming off a loss in the opener, have been roundly criticized in their home countries.
Playing really conservative right now with this lead.
Pressure to bounce back with a win, and really each team needs a win. A tie keeps each alive, but
It's Freeman now.
a whole ton of good. So
To
that's going to be a
Richards.
wild one late tonight.
There's a lot of passing back and forth between the United
Taps down to the
States.
field, got a chance to speak to Jesus Perez, chief of staff of the U.S. coaching staff under Mauricio Pochettino. Jenny, what do you have
I
to say?
think they backed off
Well, Jesus was
offensively.
very pleased with that
They don't
first
want to
half,
get
telling me that the
counterattacked.
moment we are solving what Australia is doing against us. We're attacking them at the right time and the right space. We do need to stay mentally strong in the second. I had to ask Jesus about that goal from Alex Freeman. Obviously, they had to wait for it. He said, we it was onside. We were watching it, but of course, a huge relief for us. And John, I got to say, watching that celebration from the U.S. team, one of the best I've ever
Looks
seen.
like we got a foul here. Dest goes down.
Dest is going to get first to that loose ball, and is that indeed a foul? It is. Couldn't hear the
USA
whistle at
controls
first.
it. Here's Anderson on that left side. He passes back out to Ream.
Giving interview to Australian television at the half as well. They fully believe that a goal.
To
They were
Richards.
arguing that Balogun from an offside position was impeding the goalkeeper, which doesn't really
Dest, a
stand up
little
to scrutiny
1-2 with
in replay.
McKinney. Now he
But
backs it out
you
again.
talked about their emphasis. Can
With
they get
McKinney.
some fresh legs on? Can they open it up and get on the run and put the U.S. back on their heels? As Chris Richards opens it up to Serginho Dest. Great combination he and Weston McKinney had in that first half. Tyler Adams joining up now.
And there were some questions about who was going to come in for Christian Pulisic. What would Mauricio Pochettino do? And did you bring Tim Weah and put him on the right and flip Dest? I don't think you move
They're
Dest
just
a
trying.
single ounce from that position on the right. He is
These passes that they're trying to make
dangerous. You see him,
are
he's
just
second top guy
taking
from your
advantage of
string up there. He
one-on-one
comes inside now,
opportunities. They're not
becomes
playing
unpredictable
as
to
a
make
team
these
with
types of
short
runs
passes.
from inside to out. Then he's
In
wide. Then he's
Australia's
in.
back
Ian
half.
McKennie, look, I just we'll talk so
Here's
much
Anderson
about
now.
this
He's a little
throughout this tournament, but the two
closer.
of them have got a really
Still, they're
nice
just backing it out.
partnership together.
Richards.
You've got the solidity of Freeman, so Dest doesn't have to worry as much about
There's
the
Dest
defensive
on that
side of the
right
game.
side.
And I think that's just
Now he's going to make his move.
the biggest
Dest.
thing I've seen from this
Ooh,
team,
terrible
the way that they are
pass.
set up tactically, is that they have structure,
Tillman's got to
but at the same time,
run
while
about
having
20
freedom
yards to go get
and
this one.
featuring the best qualities of all of these
Gonna
players
back
in
him
the
out
right
again.
positions. Here's Dest again.
That was good
51st
pressure there. Forced
minute.
just a hopeful ball forward from the goalkeeper Beach. It led to this possession for the U.S. That one is
Now the whole crowd is
errant from
sleeping.
Dest for Tillman. can scan the QR
They got to
code
create an
coming up on your
opportunity
screen.
here.
Vote for the Michelob Ultra Superior Player of
Well, that's
the
going to
match.
happen. Turnover. Australia
Very similar to
trying to
what we
get it
saw
to that
Friday
right
night in
side. They
first half.
do.
Every single guy in the field is making
Great
plays.
move.
Even if
Throw it
they're
in the
subtle, it doesn't show
box.
up on a statistical
Nobody home.
sheet. As Robinson
Australia
pressured
gets
off
the
it there.
deflection.
Kunda gets the touch.
They're going to throw it out. It's Balogun! He's by himself! Balogun!
Robinson defending.
Oh!
Inside. Crosses inside. Tyler Adams is there to head away. Heavy with some pressure. Australia wanted a free kick. They don't get. Balogun's got space. Here we go. Flo Balogun. He's onside because it came from his own half. Flo Balogun! Blocked. Ends up out for a corner.
Gets caught under his feet. He's trying to look up and see where
They actually
Beach is.
counterattacked
The space was
Australia
there.
right
This is
there.
Australia, an example. They're trying to push and find a goal, but then they leave themselves exposed at the back. First touch is good, but that touch right there, the second one, gets caught under his feet as he's trying to separate to give him room for the strike, and then ends up being a great challenge from Chircotti at the end to put off Flo Balogun as he was looking
Here's a
for
corner now for USA.
and certainly would want that
Can
one
they go up
back.
3-0? What's in the box? Oh, and it's deflected back out.
He's going to have room to run in behind this Australian defense.
The Australians
Right
would
back
not
to
have had
Adams.
that end up in the back of the net with the amount of shirt that he had of the defender. They would have been really upset about that.
Australia
Here comes the
can't
fourth
clear it
goal
out.
of the game.
Green's got it.
Sent into a great
In the
spot.
USA's back half.
The second
They're going
man
to
there,
constantly
that was
keep putting
Chircotti
pressure on
hooked up,
Australia.
was able to clear.
Putting them to sleep with short
Trying to
passes.
control a bouncing ball. Irankunda
Here's
brings it
McKennie
down.
now. He's going to load one into the box. Balogun. It's 1-on-4. Here's Flo. Flo trying to go right, and it's kicked out. It's going to be a corner for the USA.
The oldest man to play in a World Cup game for the U.S. just
Good thing. Touches it.
Kenny gonna find the angle there for Balogun. He's proving a handful. Able to turn and face on Chircotti.
Here's McKennie
It's
now.
another corner.
Chance for the USA in another corner.
And he does really, they're playing it quickly.
Kicking the shit out of him right
Hits
now.
his defender really well, uses his body to shield and make sure that they can't come across and win the ball. Drives his team down, wins that corner, which the U.S. took short.
Tillman can do it again.
Richards has a couple opportunities here. Here's the butt header, and it Balogun gets a head on it.
The U.S. being smart here.
He's down in the box, hands on his knees.
All the time. For
Second
45
time
minutes, be smart,
Balogun.
keep the ball, exert
Something's
your
not
energy
right
the
with him.
ways, and if the space is there, go. But take seconds off the clock if you can.
Tillman again. Balogun was up for it.
The referee has stopped play here.
Head-to-head collision with the Australian
Balogun is going to
defender.
walk
That's the
off. Australia guys still
collision
down.
that Balogun has taken. One was to the back of the head. This is to the front. It's Chircotti there, the Australian defender.
Marshawn Lynch in the building.
And
He's got a Sprite, and
running out. Trinity Rodman, who
I think he's got a hot dog or something like that. Sprite and a hot dog.
and celebrities here in Seattle. Who doesn't want to be a part of this bandwagon right now? It's a good step, meanwhile, off the ball. The U.S. has won it back high up the field as Marshawn Lynch is watching.
Green to
That was
Richards.
the famous beast quake. They
Long
actually
pass
do have
again here. There's McKennie.
Is that what you call it? I'll look it up later.
And
But the,
goes
getting
out of
thumbs up in
bounds.
the
It's going to be a
booth.
throw-in for
It's a
Australia.
miniature, like you would an earthquake, the
55th minute here.
shaking of the building, and we had two
Russell Wilson.
big roars and big shakes here today.
Ciara.
Freeman lifts it forward. McKennie brings it down. It'll be an Australia throw.
There's Tillman now to McKennie.
Wilson in there as well.
To
Ciara,
Richards.
his wife.
To Ream. Now Anderson. And it's going to be a goal. Actually, USA tried an opportunity there. Now a turnover. And we got a foul away from the ball. This is going to be, looks like on United States.
The Seattle Sounders.
references are much better today. You know, we need.
Don't jinx us, man. Don't jinx us.
It does speak to the amount of people that want to be a part of this and attending a World Cup match in our home country here in the United States. First time on the men's side since '94.
Richards for Denver. Too far.
It's been a spectacle. The energy, you can't speak enough about it. Just soaking it in from city to city as we go. LA, get ready. We're coming back there for that Turkey third match.
Adams, good tackle in the middle. That was Anthony Robinson not ready for it. Could be a foul. It's going to be an advantage here. There might be punishment coming for Robinson later as Pepe wins the ball. Referee Felix Vair is going to call that dead for a foul. It's an Australian free kick, and the question now is Anthony Robinson going to get a yellow card? He is.
When Anderson gets the yellow card, that's the first one for the USA. They're in the 57th minute.
So you ended up stopping the advantage. This was the tackle. Yeah, pretty clear. Anthony Robinson trying to step across with his right foot. Italiano, for the first time all game, quite frankly, getting the better of Anthony Robinson. Robinson has been penning him back deep, seeing much more of an aggressive positioning from Italiano in this half. So they're trying to get really their wide fullbacks higher up the field to try to keep the U.S. back a little bit. The problem for Australia is they've just been unable to keep any possession of the ball. And now they're in the set where that led to the U.S. chance, where they're going to spread out. They're going to open themselves a little bit from that defensive shell. So the U.S. can win the ball. Like, did that one stay in?
It did. It stayed in play. Well, the unfortunate thing is that came from a turnover from the U.S. that Robinson had to step in. So he's got a yellow card. Tyler Adams as well. He was shown a yellow card last week in the first game. If you get a second yellow card in another game, you will be suspended for the next game. So if Tyler Adams were to get a yellow card in this game, he would be suspended for the finale on Thursday. That's going to spin in play for Pepe. Yes, it does. Ricardo Pepi at Tillman. Here's Anthony Robinson. But that yellow card accumulation is wiped out at the end of the group stage and then wiped out again at the end of the quarterfinal. Alex Freeman. Serginho Dest. Dest on Jordy Boss. And the double team able to force him back. Tillman. Early touch in. Weston McKennie wasn't quite ready for it. Fans certainly think it should be a corner. Referees disagree. Again, video review can take corner kicks away. They cannot give them when they shouldn't have been. Tillman, great running.
Actually should have been a foul, honestly. But this reminds me of the Malik Tillman we saw during the Gold Cup for the U.S. And he's so smooth on the ball. He just glides around the field. He's such a tempo player, so creative. But his work rate is so impressive off the ball. That's just why the U.S. has been successful defensively. Press from the front, it makes the guy's job.
You got another Australia player down.
Good work by Leckie there, boss. Early cross, and Reed was beaten to it there by Aaron Kunda. Did he get a touch to it? He did.
And they're saying no.
And this is where it can be taken away if that was the incorrect call. Austin Dunker, the video assistant referee, based in Dallas at the International Broadcast Center, will be having a look at it.
And it has indeed been changed. So there's Aaron Kunda coming across. When a player is that adamant, normally you believe them for over something like that.
Really? So if you just yell loudly, we should believe the players more?
And if it's not, you still try anyways. That's the
really boring second half here.
But it's interesting.
Not much going on.
Point was shown a yellow in that first game.
Just some long passes by the United States.
35-year-old.
They had that counter change from Balogun, but besides that, really much nothing.
His fourth World Cup. No one expected him to be here at a fourth World Cup.
A lot of faking it from Australia. A lot of guys going down to getting back up perfectly fine.
Called into Australia when he was brought back in the last few months and Tony Popovich saying just what a terrific job Lecky has done as a 35-year-old to have this second wind of his career and get back to this moment. And now he's getting stretched out. Australia have made 3 subs already of the available 5. It's a chance for the U.S. We're a little bit shy of the second half drinks break from a cricket standpoint.
And I'm still scratching my head a little bit about his selection process coming into this game.
Lecky is coming off for Australia, Volpato.
Out of the lineup, and then rectified that at halftime, bringing these guys into the game in the second half.
61st minute,
I don't know whether
after
that
about
was tactically that he felt
5
it gave him a little
5
bit more
minutes of an
solidity
injury
behind
delay in
ball
the
to
game.
bring these guys in the second half and be more aggressive, but they've gone to that, and we'll see if Lecky can continue. It looks like they're preparing another sub in Christian Volpato.
And will they make the sub now? He's ready to go.
That's an interesting player for them as well.
Here we go, chance! Oh! Balogun's touch wasn't there. Damn, he had a better touch.
They will make the substitution now.
Oh no, chance for Australia here. In the box, one-on-one. He's going to wait for friends. He's going to back it out. Shot over the goal!
Was playing for Italy's youth national
Best chance right there.
Just made a switch 3 weeks ago to play for Australia.
We can't get two. We got to keep putting pressure on them, even though we're up 2-0. They're going to score a goal on us just like Paraguay did. Yeah, Ream can't stay with that guy on that right wing. We might have to get a sub in for Ream.
In some space to get turned and be a provider, but he's very.
You can't stay with that guy.
He's going to sneak in between defenders to bring that ball down in the air. Weston McKennie, great ball, McKenna. Balogun couldn't take it with him. Adams beaten to that in the middle by Metcalf. Now they're trying to get Aaron Kunda on the run. Richard just trying to play the angles. Aaron Kunda doesn't have much support. Waiting for that support. For his backward shot is blasted over. That was Volpato just on the field, his first touch.
And there's going to be a review here for a player that went down in the box off that run. If there was contact, and it was Volpato talking about that creativity. He gets the ball in a good space here. Gets turned, and the weight of the pass is very good. This is the speed they want from Aaron Kunda. He runs in behind. And the incident that ends up coming.
Shit, you would think Australia's at 2-0.
It's not going to be a penalty because Tyler Adams doesn't even see Metcalf's run.
Come on, guys, sense of urgency, man. Pick up the pace.
It's very incidental contact. I do not think that'll be a penalty.
Mark Clattenburg, what about you?
Of course, VAR will review it, but I agree with Stewie. He's come in from Tyler Adams' blind side. Tyler Adams doesn't go to block him. He's not even looking at him. There's a natural coming together, and I believe that the VAR will not interfere with this.
Here's Balogun on a long throw-in. Trying to back him down. Short pass. Oh, when it gets cleared out. Good throw-in, though.
Carly and Alexi talking at halftime. It's why it's such a well-worn cliche in our sport that 2-0 is the most dangerous lead, because Australia popped one in and all of a sudden they're a goal away. The momentum shifts, the vibe shifts, everything can
There's
change.
Australia now on that left side. Backs it out.
And it'll be interesting to see how
Mauricio Pochettino
manages his bench here. And I think potentially looking to give his team a little bit of a lift in energy and guys off the bench that will be key. And right on cue, the crowd recognizing they want to give the team a lift.
Tillman trying to find Balogun.
USA trying to get this ball back. And it's going to be a goal kick to the United States. Good defense, good pressure. Now, Australia had to, when they were controlling possession, had to back it all the way to their own goal. That's how much pressure the United States was putting on them.
Hayden O'Neill. Now Australia getting out on the run. Good work by Weston McKennie tracking back. Boss forced the Socceroos back. Reminder later tonight on FS1. The
Bad clearance by the United States. Ruconda in the box. Valpata! Shot! And saved.
10:30 Eastern. 7:30 in the evening tonight here on the West Coast.
Couple shots now for Australia. It's getting dangerous.
Bringing on an extra midfielder to beef up his midfield and counteract some of the changes Australia have made as almost Aaron Kunda if the pace was right, because
That's
Richard
a
had
better ball
stepped
he's
over.
in, yeah.
Yeah. And you can hear a little bit of uneasiness right now. Matt Freese barking in his back line. I just think, look, you played the two strikers, you've got the 2 goals. It's not that you're going defensive by taking a striker off. You're just giving your midfield a little bit more of dynamism and matching that extra man that Australia
USA's
have now
goalie playing
and solving some of these situations.
well out of the box right there.
US are 2v2 against the back
Heads
player,
one.
struggling to play out of the back a little frantic.
Again, the United
Ball
States
turned
just
over again.
looking for long passes to Balogun. Somehow he gets this ball, and it's cleared out. Good slide tackle by Australia, but Balogun creating opportunities. Incredible.
To help in the build-out. U.S. struggle to clear their lines. Richard hooks it away. Adams hooks it away. He had time and space, but just because of the pressure, you don't want to take any chances. You end up getting some good pressure on the shot at the top of the box.
Tillman, great work to win the ball. Rides the challenge, tackled away from behind. No foul by Italiano. Because it was the Australian fans behind Freeze's goal who were roaring after that one.
Oh, and they're going to call a foul? No, they didn't.
Contact there on Aaron Kunda. Australian bench is going ballistic right
67th minute.
Austin Donkert, very experienced VAR. We'll have a look at this behind the play. But it's getting a little bit dangerous there at the back for the U.S. Balogun keeps it in play, wins a throw, and now we find out whether anything is coming from that. And it looks like Felix Weyer has waved his arms and waved it off.
No, it's not enough. And Aaron Kunda's not getting to that ball anyways. But Chris Richards using his body, the shoulder to shoulder, gets across him there. But I'm curious now. How did the U.S. respond here in this moment? Australia is pushing. They're building momentum. They're buzzing around the field. Heard so much about this team being more mature from 4 years ago. Handle the emotion.
There's Anderson now right at midfield.
Put your foot on it. Calm the game down. You don't want to get sucked into this type of game when you've got 2-0
To
lead.
Tillman, to Richards. Now gets it to Dest. Good 1-2 to Weston McKennie. He backs it out to Richards.
A good time for the U.S. And that's something Tyler Adams there on the ball said to us last week in Orange County. We now have seen everything we need to see at a World Cup because we lived it 4 years ago.
Here's Ream now. Anderson makes a run. And it goes over his head out of bounds. It's a good idea.
A little burst of noise. Here come the Americans.
And we got the hydration break. We're in the 68th minute.
And Adams saw him too late. And Adams takes a shove there from Volpato. And that's part of it. And he'll start to pop back up. Freeman from Dest, and he'll cycle it around. A handful of U.S. players getting loose right now. Still yet to make a substitution. Australia just one remaining sub in this game. Anthony Robinson making a big run. Ream trying to find him. Robinson tracking over his shoulder. And he'll just tail out for a throw. And that will take us into the break. A match break presented by Lenovo. Midway through the second half. The U.S. managing things very well right now. There's going to be a late charge coming from Australia to be sure. 2-0 to the U.S. here in Seattle.
You're locked into a lot of things you can't change. Weather, traffic. Hey, stay in your lane. Your wireless carrier's latest price hike. But you can unlock a better way. Unlock the savings at Boost Mobile and save up to $600 a year. Switch to $25 a month unlimited wireless plan. No contracts, no price hikes, and you keep your phone. Stop being locked into their games. Unlock the savings at boostmobile.com/unlock. Based on average annual single line of payment of AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile customers compared to 12 months on the Boost Mobile unlimited wireless plan as of January 2026. For full offer details, visit boostmobile.com.
Did you know not all batteries are the same? For example, only Duracell batteries are built different with Power Boost ingredients. And Duracell are the only batteries that make this sound every time you say Power Boost ingredients. See? Duracell batteries with Power Boost ingredients. You try. Duracell batteries with Power Boost ingredients. Told you. Duracell batteries are built different with Power Boost ingredients. And they're built right here in the USA with US and global parts.
Are you looking for support in your weight management journey? Zepbound tirzepatide may be able to help. Zepbound is a prescription medicine used with a reduced calorie diet and increased physical activity to help adults with obesity, or some adults with overweight who also have weight-related medical problems to lose excess body weight and keep the weight off. Zepbound is approved as a 2.5, 5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, or 15 milligram injection. Zepbound contains tirzepatide and should not be used with other tirzepatide-containing products or any GLP-1 receptor agonist medicines. It is not known if Zepbound is safe and effective for use in children. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer, or if you've had multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction.
We're back on the field, 71st minute.
Pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes before scheduled procedures with anesthesia, if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause
And you're seeing there the end of what's been a very intense huddle from Mauricio Pochettino in the U.S. during the break. Jenny Taft, you're not far away. What have you seen?
Well, right now I did notice Sebastian Berhalter, Gio Reyna, they
Pretty
motioned
sure
over
if
that
the USA
both are
wins
good,
this
giving
game,
a
they
nod,
advance.
like they are ready and
Good
warmed
clearance
up. Now,
right there.
we've been talking
Dest
about the
has
heat
it.
all day. The only difference that I've just now noticed, the training staff started using wet towels to cool down the guys. Ballo is currently covered with a towel completely around his head. Yes, the sprinklers are out again, and we just got hit on the sideline, guys. So it is still hot, but I will say, John, it remains comfortable. We're not dealing with humidity even in this heat today.
Yeah, you know, you're not seeing as guys avoid getting hit by the sprinklers right now as they're walking back out to the field. And meanwhile, for the Australians, I mean, there's not a whole ton they can do, really. They've made their subs. They've made their changes, so it was a lot more of just, come on, guys, let's get going.
Yeah.
Tillman to Richards. Oh, and a bad pass right there. Australia's got it.
I tried it when we were in Australia.
73rd minute.
And I regret it.
What are you looking for here out of this break? No subs yet for the U.S.
Well, I think Australia will be happy with the response that their changes have made, but they've yet to find a goal. But if they make one, it gets really interesting. The goal for the U.S. now is to keep the pressure on a little bit. I think they could be a little bit more aggressive with some of their passing still. It's too
Great
comfortable
by
around
Dest.
the back and keeping possession. Keeping possession is fine.
Slide tackle attempt.
You've got to put a threat.
Pinball machine. It's going back and forth. Anderson with a good standing tackle. It's a handball from Australia. No call.
I think the U.S. need it. And we'll see which changes end up getting the final.
Hey, ring goes down.
Top of his head, but it looks like Sebastian
Come on.
Berhalter is moments away from coming on the field.
That should be a that's not a call. At
Yes,
least a
battling hard on the
foul.
outside, can't win the ball cleanly. And for Aaron Kuhn, a good tackle, Chris Richards. And now Pepe had an option to lay it off for Dest.
Cheap shot there. They've done that 3 or 4 times today.
Freeman will try to get Dest on the run. And in the end, all that Aiden O'Neal can do is play it out for a U.S. throw. Alex Freeman's third career goal coming after the video review late in the first half. Sebastian
United
Berhalter,
States
we saw him
first
make his
sub.
World Cup
Pepe's
debut
coming
last
off.
week, getting set to come on. Whereas Chris Richardson, speaking with him yesterday after practice, was measured about how physical and intense this game would be, and you have to manage it in the right way. Sebastian Berhalter said, no, we're up for
Is that
everything.
Charlie Sheen?
We're ready to go for everything. There is a searing intensity with
I
which
swear that was Charlie Sheen with
plays.
long hair.
And his dad's the exact same.
Yeah, he is. But quite frankly, I think the type of player this U.S. team needs on the field right now to match some of that from Australia. If he is indeed the sub and he's making his way over to the...
Who's Anderson now? Balogun with the strength! My goodness!
Removed. Metcalf, and that was as casual interception as you'll ever see from Serginho Dest as he was trying to find the open side of the field. That's it.
They call a foul on Australia.
Tackle picked up by Italiano.
That game is backing this guy down in the post.
Job not done. Anthony Robinson digs it out on Metcalf. Able to turn the corner. And the U.S. find the open side of the field right now. Aaron Kuhn is going to chase down Ream. Dumps Ream to the turf. That's a free kick for the U.S. 18-year age huge difference between those two gentlemen coming together there.
Yeah, but the Aussies are hunting the ball now.
Here's Tillman now, chance for the United States. He backs it out.
The foul there on Tim Ream.
I thought he would have centered it there. He didn't. Adams. And stolen away, bad pass by the United States. It's that sub that just came in. Got to be ready to play, man.
Kunda became Australia's youngest ever World Cup goal scorer last week. Trying to get him going. It'll be Ricardo Pepi taking off for Berhalter.
Now a chance for Australia on that right side. Short pass, trying to center it. Right outside the box.
He was a handful. And a big part of the goal, the own goal from Burgess. I thought he did a lot of selfless running that you won't always get credit for as a striker, but running into the channel, hold up play.
Centers it. Headed away by the United States.
Great work from Anthony Robinson.
Now Balogun tries to flip it over the defender, and it's deflected. Australia centers it in the box. Not there.
To just keep your hands out, get your elbows up, make it difficult for him to get around you. Also, look, saying I'm quite happy actually to take a foul here and just give the U.S.
Australia controlling possession right now. 77th minute.
A little bit from Australia.
Paul O'Connor being called over by Felix Weyer. He's known as a referee that likes to keep a game tight, that likes to use his cards
right outside the box.
He's not really done that. He's also known for really not enjoying.
Now gets it outside more. Great 1-2. Australia chance here. Chance, and Richards heads it right up in the air. Ukanda comes down with it, and it's cleared.
Just slows it up and cycles. As Berhalter's first touch. And Aaron pass for Dest to the outside. Ball struggled to get on the run.
Could be a handball right there. I hope that didn't touch the United States player's hands. Oh. Damn. Should be a penalty kick on Australia. Now this lulling and not getting any pressure in the second half. Damn, man. It is. I think it is going to be a penalty kick. I think that's a handball.
It's Volpato. Volpato gets the cross in. Freeman stooping low, heads it away, and that header evades multiple Australia players. Balogun can't escape.
He didn't call the handball, but Anderson goes down. He's already got a card.
Robinson trying to steer.
This could be a red card for Anderson. Ah, no.
15 minutes plus stoppage time to go.
How much time we got? 12 minutes, probably another 5 of stoppage time. 20 minutes, up 2-0, down a man. This could be tough right here. Is he going to pull the tomato out? Leave the tomato in your pocket, bud. Leave it in your pocket, bud.
Adams defending. Italiano.
A flop job on Volpato, actually.
Sweeps into the middle, popped in the air by Richards.
Anderson does get him in the mouth, though. He does get him in the mouth. He didn't call the red. But Australia still has it deep in USA's goal.
Wants an extra moment to take a look in here.
So it hits his hands, but that's not a penalty. And you can see Felix Weyer, the referee to the right, he sees it pretty clearly. And the reason it's not is, look, they're both challenging for the ball. There's not an unnatural movement from his hand up to the ball.
It did hit his hands, but I guess it's not an unnatural movement.
From a handball perspective.
Deflected out. It's going to be a corner for Australia. Balogun coming back to play defense. That's how bad it's gotten. I mean, the United States almost is parking the bus right now. You got Balogun coming back from the striker position to deflect that one for a corner.
And then contact off the ball. Christian Volpato goes down. Anthony Robinson, who's on a yellow card, certainly seems unimpressed with...
Header out of the box. Volley attempt into the 30th row. 80th minute here. Freeman goes down again. You might want to get him out of the game. That's another head injury for him. He had one earlier in the first half.
And then look, the left arm comes up from Robinson. And he's trying to bait Anthony Robinson
he got hit in the
into
head
getting a
again.
yellow card. Whether you like it or not, this is part of the game. And I like that you have VAR in these moments.
Yep, they're getting him out of this game.
Not allow this to
You don't want one of
be
your best
something that would be
defenders
whistled or Robinson would
with
be
the head
punished. But if
injury.
I'm Pochettino, I'm thinking about Robinson right now on a yellow.
So Dest is
and
coming
under
out.
pressure that maybe he's a guy
That's
you
the
would bring out
first
of the
side.
game.
Austin Trusty and Joe Scally are prepared to enter at the next opportunity.
I'm
for
wondering
the
if
US.
they're not taking Freeman out. They're taking Anderson out on the yellow.
Alessandro Cercati has a long throw in him. And he's going to come across from one side of the field to the other to take this long throw. Everyone back to defend in the box for the United States.
Got to be aware of the second ball.
Comes backwards and short. O'Neal will return. Cercati blocked by Balogun. Australia.
So Robinson comes in for Dest. Trusty comes in for Scally.
Like you've talked about, so significant. You've heard 2-0 right now. Don't even let Australia get in shouting distance. 11 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Third corner of the game. Swept in. Good header, one there. Man down for the U.S. is Freeman. Second time today, Alex Freeman has taken a knock to the back of the head.
Yeah, but what a challenge. What a leap from Freeman, showing his athleticism. That's the guy he's marking, it says a lot, is 6'6". And Freeman just with a huge jump to win that one and take some contact and wins a foul for the U.S.
Well, they've put Dest and Anthony Robinson's numbers up, but the U.S. coaching staff is just making sure.
They trying to get it out of their own goal right here. Australia controlling possession. They've done it most of the second half.
Players have to hustle off here. Now they are saying, you guys got to run. Get off the field. Because if you don't get off within 10 seconds, you can't come on for a minute. And the U.S. might be about to play one or even two men short. And what the U.S. is arguing is we were waiting to be sure that Freeman is okay.
And right now, to your point, there's some organization going on between the U.S. players, top of the screen, to account for that. But now Trusty has been allowed to come
into the box for Australia, and it's long. It's going to go out for a goal kick. 83rd minute.
Now for the U.S. Looks like Trusty's going to slide out to the left back position.
Yeah, Tony Popovich is furious right now. He's talking to the officiating crew about that. So 2 World Cup debuts. Joe Scally, 23-year-old from Long Island. Grew up childhood friends with Gio Reyna. Austin Trusty, 27-year-old from Medina, Pennsylvania. Just won a league title at Celtic in Scotland. Long time coming for him to make his World Cup debut. Just his 9th ever appearance.
Throw in for Australia. And Ream clears it out. It's going to be another throw in.
Control the bouncing ball. Here come the Australians. They got 2 new players on the field for the U.S. Trying to get up to the speed of the game and trying to get locked in with their teammates. 9 minutes plus stoppage time away. The U.S. as it stands, clinching a spot in the next round. Could clinch a group win by the end of the night. That cross takes the block.
Cross into the box. Australia, volley attempt. Oh, he took too long. Down in the box, Australia, pinball machine, and cleared by the United States. Australia still has it. Right outside the box. To that right side, low cross, and cleared out. Not a great job. Balogun has it. Gives it away. Australia threatening you. Good 1-2, and it's cleared out. Corner Australia.
By Metcalf will spin all the way through. And you heard a shout from someone on the Australian bench. That might have been Tony Popovich.
Yeah. And beyond just the not conceding a goal, I do think it's important for the psychology of this group to know that they can go through stretches of a game without conceding. It's not been the best of second halves, but it's been fine. They've limited Australia to really not many dangerous opportunities.
Cross.
And as this
no good for Australia, but they have it back on that right side, and goes it in. Tough center! Shot! Blocked! Wow. Chance right there.
They've got to dig deep, and this is a test of their mentality.
You got 2 guys down in the box. It's Richards for the United States, and the big 6'6" guy for Australia.
And then it becomes a very, very nervy finish.
Man, that was scary.
It's a word you hear a lot in this sport, suffer. It's something that the best do. They know how to suffer.
Ball goes behind everyone.
In situations,
Australia picks it up. It's a long cross, centered, but a terrible job on a volley attempt by that 6'6" guy. That's why shorter guys play this game.
Volpato trying to weave his way around. Italiano crossing in. Reams taps it away. Freeman a slice touch. Balogun, can they get on the run? Can they just get rid of it right now? It's right back into Irvine. Irvine on the return from O'Neal. Richards all the way out to defend.
There's USA now. Balogun, short pass. Got to control possession here. 86th minute.
First challenge is good. Ball bounces. No.
Now USA backs it out. For the first time, they go back to their goalie.
And you can see pretty clearly, Richards gets all of the ball before Irankunda goes down. But anytime a body goes down in the box, you start getting a little nervous.
This isn't the same USA team I saw in the first half.
It's an outswinger. It's too tall for
I think once Pulisic comes back, you'll see them keep applying pressure. But they were just comfortable to win this 2-0.
It's a swing and a miss from one. It's a block from the second. Seat of the pants clearance from Tyler Adams. And a whistle and a foul ends the threat. Chris Richards is down.
Yeah, this was a pretty clear foul right at the near post that then led to the chance. A huge block in the box. Bulgaria doesn't really get a good strike on this ball. He knows it. He's a little frustrated, but whether this would have counted or not is another question. Look at Chris Richards. I think he's the one that ends up getting fouled as this ball is recycled. Left side of your screen. Ball is second ball in. It's actually that one, I think, on Berhalter. And then even that one on Chris Richards. Sutar ends up crashing into him.
Australia's got it.
Important block from Adams.
On that right side, bad short pass turnover. Australia, they got it back. They cross it centered in the box. Volley attempt into the third row. Goal kick for the United States. Credit to Australia, they didn't go away. Constantly applying pressure in the second half.
Is when Australia really feeds off that.
You know what could really help the U.S. is get a goal. Tillman works it for Scally. Freeman's all the way on the outside.
But they just haven't had as much possession in the second half. It was a lot of it in the first.
Freeze just got that away from Irankunda. Carry out, jumps McKennie, flying header from Tyler Adams.
Hey, we got something going on here. Balogun goes down. USA doesn't like it.
Got his hands all over Balogun, and that is, no, it's going to go for an Australian free kick.
And they're actually just going to set this up, I think, for a long set piece. They're going to send everybody up. And they're going to bring Volpato back to take it. It'll be interesting.
Looks like it's going to be a foul on Australia here.
Two setups. Position a group at the top of the
Free
screen,
kick
which
to
is
the
where you
United
got your big man and
States.
Sutar to then head it back across to guys crashing the box on the near side.
And referee pulling out a card.
Freeman once again matched up against Sutar, who will be the target.
Volpato lifting it up. Sutar heads it in. Richards clears it out. Volpato first to the loose ball. Good hard running by Balogun there to force him backwards.
Damn, I think he gave one to Balogun too.
Volpato rolls it forward.
Yeah, double yellow card.
Enough of a touch there. Although it's going to be whipped back in across. Chris Richards wins the header. Second ball into the stands.
Dude, we're not even playing soccer at this point. Balogun jumps into the guy. He tries to shoulder him. And then Balogun goes for a head.
These guys are working hard. That's George Weah. Tim Weah's dad. Tim Weah's mom, Clar, who was his first coach growing up. And George Weah, former World Player of the Year. Tim, not on the field for this one. Has an important role to play in this tournament, to be sure. Balogun is down hurt. Tillman takes the kick. That's going to be a free kick. And now Balogun's got to be careful.
And United States player goes down for another time. This could be another yellow in Australia.
I'm going to give credit to Flo Balogun here because he's mixing it up enough and he stopped himself. To have restraint in these moments, to not swing an arm, to not punch back. Sutar is trying to get under his skin. Those two have been battling all game long. It's when you're faced up against an opponent.
And so something else has happened off the ball. This is exactly how the game ended in October between these teams.
This calls for leadership. Something I pointed out
Italiano with a yellow for Australia. United States controls almost to that 90th minute. It's going to be a corner here. 4 yellow cards now in Australia, 2 for the United States.
Get the best of you and do something silly that would hurt the team.
Balogun takes the yellow.
Tillman is going to put the ball down right next to the sticks.
Looked like Italiano might have gotten a yellow as well.
Take this corner.
See, Balogun sizing him up. Sutar goes in, but look how he's got his hands on his neck. But see, Balogun then was like, "Oh, what am I doing? I gotta stop. I can't." And he pulls his hand away from what would have was about to be a
backs
headlock.
off.
Now they're
They
going to
take
pick
it
up
short,
yellow cards. I would
and
say
it's
that's
deflected
right,
out. It's going to be Australia's for
got to do something to try to
throwing. I don't understand what they're doing there.
down a little bit and calm this game down. It's had no flow in the second half, but that's by design from Australia.
Tillman couldn't do anything with that. Italiano clears it away. Big collision there. Free kick U.S.
6 minutes of stoppage time.
Scally that's down.
The second half here, they're Australians.
Good move by Volpato. Still got it. And he goes down. No call. Cross into the box. Way too long. Goal kick, United States.
And here's the other part of the advantage of this situation. Balogun gets a yellow, but you've clinched the group win.
Oh, man. Cheap shot away from the ball. Pushed in the back. Jesus.
An issue with him going forward.
Australia wants to throw punches, you can tell. These teams do not like each other.
And confirmation, Italiano did get a yellow in that little sequence a moment ago as well. And we'll see how much time is going to come up here. With the 3 minutes for the break, we've had a couple players dang.
We'll see if they played this short. They might try and, we're in the 90th minute. We expect 6 minutes, yeah. It's a long time to try and keep the ball in the corner. Some conversations between Tillman and Berhalter. So, yeah, they are just trying to milk some seconds off the clock that went out for a throw-in.
Classic clock killing, as one would say.
My player of the game, I'm giving it to Freeman. Chance for the United States here. It's a 2-on-2. Balogun! Pass too long. Balogun's going to go get it. Right outside the box on that right side.
Sebastian Berhalter. You can tell with his body language as Australia walked the ball up 10 yards before taking the throw. Trusty takes
Balogun tried a 1-2 tiki-taka right there.
Pass one. McKennie can't get there.
Oh, Wakanda goes down. I think this will be a yellow on the United States. It is. It's a good foul on Richards, though. Put a shoulder into his face.
So this was
Let's
the
go.
bottom left of your screen. Look.
It's getting physical out here on Lumen Field in Seattle. Chris Richards now at the yellow.
Just trying to get in front of that ball, box him out.
The referee goes down. He's got cramping up.
Just the U.S. been rampant down his
This is
side.
an Australia player holding up the referee's legs. What is going on here? Can you imagine if Patrick Mahomes held up a referee's leg like this? Stretched him out. Yeah, the ref comes in. Hey man, it's not a good look. Let me hold his leg. It's not a good look.
That would mean Bay Area round of 32. It would mean Seattle round of 16. It would mean LA quarterfinal if they can get there. There is a big difference too.
Balogun coming over to talk to the refs. Balogun knows, hey, if I come over there, chance he can get better.
Now for Malik Tillman. Sutar trying to come across. Tillman for Balogun.
Bringing the magic drink out. And he drinks the potion.
No one in the box for the U.S.
And he shakes his head. Says, yeah, that's pretty good. Puts his foot down. Stretches it out. Gets up. And the magic potion has worked. The referee is fine.
Holds it in momentarily. Scally's there with a header. Aaron Kuna trying to sneak in.
Stretch out a little bit.
Off Richards.
He's going to get a yellow for this.
I think that was more Balogun than anything.
So now Chris Richards on a yellow card as well. Coming across, though, this is a smart foul. This is textbook tactical foul. Aaron Kunda with his speed. You don't want to just
that must be like an HGH drink.
And just cleans cleans him out, but in a slightly innocuous way. But that is a yellow. The referee fires. He actually had a little trip. He's getting stretched off right now with maybe a little bit of cramp.
And now the hope is it's cramping and nothing more, because it was an awkward.
Yeah, he kind of tripped on his way to give the yellow to Chris Richards.
And it's something we don't really talk about a lot, but the fitness levels these referees
Crossed
have
into
to
the
have.
box on the free kick.
One of the ways
Freeman
you
with the
rephrase is
clearance.
the referee has to be more fit than any given player on the field, because he or
Tillman
she
with
has
the
to be in
clearance.
position to outrun a quick counter.
Long pass here, cleared away by the United
And
States.
it's a warm day. The sun is
Still
out.
on their
You've
side
got
of the field in their
medical
goal.
staff.
Australia's got possession.
Mark Clattenburg is with us. It's rare to see this, Mark. It's unfortunate to see this, but I mean, this is just as much as it is for the players.
Bad pass right there
It certainly is, and
to
it's happened to me
Volpato.
many times in games where probably
We're in the last minute of stoppage time. 2 subs coming in from the United States.
interesting when he went to give that yellow card. His
It's
movement was
Reyna.
different, so therefore he needs to
And
get salt in his body. It's a hot
Balogun is coming off the field. Nice job, Flo. Created that opportunity earlier in the first half. It was an own goal from Australia, but really beat his man on that left side and then had a great pass, centered it. Australia couldn't do nothing with it.
It certainly is, especially now in the modern day.
And McKennie comes off the game too as well.
Technology, but Felix Sayal certainly carry on. He's
Yeah,
what, 2
Freeman,
minutes, a little bit more of stoppage time
for
to deal
player of
with.
the game for me, Freeman,
As long as the game's not
McKennie, and
stretched, I'm
Dest.
sure that
They were also
this is the
really good when Pulisic was out, but no Pulisic, no problem.
Fourth official run over some hydration. Gio Reyna, Haji Ryder preparing to enter. Fans are trying to push their American men over the line here. Still about 2 minutes to play. Here comes the Australian free kick off the Richards.
Ref about ready to blow the whistle at any moment, and the United States might advance to the next round. If result holds, they're going to advance.
Clean out of the air. U.S. got to reset here defensively. Trusty heads
There we go, here's Tillman. Off to the races. United States with the chance. Will he back out?
Screaming at the fourth official. And they're saying that
Oh,
the
it's
paperwork
blocked.
wasn't ready. So the U.S. is still having to
And
defend. No, they're not, because it's all the way through.
in fact, we got a foul.
That number you're seeing,
6 minutes has gone
it's gonna
away.
be a little bit more. It's only the referee who actually knows how much time is left in this game because of the added time with him being down on the ground.
Flo Balogun created the own goal that was the opener. Haji Wright is on to replace him.
Clearance from Ream. Crowd on their feet.
And Weston McKennie will get his curtain
Goes
call.
out of bounds.
Well, the man who scored that wonderful
And looks
special
like the
goal
ref
at the
is
end
going
of
to
the
blow
night.
it. United States now with 6 points in their group. 5 on the goal differential.
Another really, really good performance from Flo Balogun and Weston McKennie. Heartbeat of this team. Balogun, while not on the score sheet tonight, he was in essence by playing that ball that it resulted in the own goal.
Here's Tillman.
His running, I've just
Hasn't
said
blown it
time
yet.
after time about the running of the
And
strikers from the U.S. that really
Australia
helped
clears
open
it
up
out of the
game. They still got
box.
a job to do though to finish this game off.
Aaron Kunda battling with Trusty, gets up first, gets to the ball, gets
And
across.
ref
It's
blows
tapped
again.
away by
It's
Sebastian
over,
Berhalter.
guys. Advances to the knockout round. USA. Let's go.
Tillman gonna get it back actually from Gary. Can he play it? Haji Wright, it might be offside.
We've come a long way since not making it in the World Cup the last time. This team is totally different.
Shot is blocked. Flag comes up for offside.
We didn't even have our best player
A few
tonight.
more seconds off the clock. Can't be more than a few left on it still.
Freeman is my man of the match. Played well defensively.
Still time enough.
Seemed like every time it went up in the box, he was going up against that 6'6" guy. Richards did well.
Just hooks it blindly over his head.
Dest, McKennie,
Bounce all the way
Balogun.
Perfect day.
Ream had a good job in the back for the United States.
Perfect result.
6 points now. Beat the second place team, Australia. And now it's a 3-horse race for second place. The United States doesn't even have to play Pulisic in that last game. They could play him maybe a half, see how healthy he is, but
one game still to go in the group stage at a World Cup. Malik Monket, an exclamation point. Haji Wright not going to get there. And just kind of battling Chircotti to the loose ball. That's the end. What a day. And the United States will know for sure they are marching on to the knockout round of this FIFA World Cup.
the United States wins 2-0 over Australia. Thank you guys for watching.